My name is Nate Hall, and I'm from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. The song is it's called Things, and it's going to be released on iTunes, and 100% of the proceeds will go to the Missing Children's Society.
In 2009, over 50,000 children were reported missing in Canada alone.
We don't find every child. When we take a case, that's what we all work for tirelessly, but it doesn't always happen.
A parent is a parent, and if they don't have a lot of money, does that mean that they shouldn't get their child back? Wrong. Never seen one child in all the reunions that I've been to, regardless of how long they were gone, never saw one child that didn't recognize the left behind parent.
Everything's at stake. Our whole country is based on family and community.
Nobody should not have hope.
If this organization didn't exist, then we're asking them to go at it alone.
So many things that keep you on my mind. The way that you walk, talk, the look in your eyes. So many dreams we share from the start are waiting to begin down deep in my heart. Whoa, whoa. There's a million things that we would do. For now, sing this to you. I will paint you a picture, build you a brick house to keep you safe at night. See you shine like sunlight, see that you're alright. You know I would, but all I can do, all that I can do is sing to you.
We are an organization that is 100% ran on donations, period. There is no government funding. It's literally, we have people send us $10 checks. Not-for-profit is not about rolling in the big bucks.
People expect the subject matter to be so dark and so heavy, and the environment here is so fun and engaging, and we laugh a lot and we smile a lot and we celebrate because we do good work.
If we get a tip, we get on a plane. There literally can be in the airport within an hour and anywhere in our country immediately. That's powerful. That is what makes us able to really serve these searching families.
Hopefully down the road, there won't be a need for the Missing Children's Society of Canada anymore because it's no longer a problem.
We are in Toronto and we are headed over to one of our searching families. And the great thing is that he's not searching anymore. John's daughter, Mirabella, was abducted by her mom and taken to Romania. And so this is probably one of the, well, it is for sure one of the most amazing opportunities that I get in this job is to go and spend time with a family whose baby is back with them, whose child is with them. And so I'm really excited.
Ready, set, go. Whoa! The good news is just to be home, be reunited with my family. All the rest is patch-up time. My situation was a year and a half. You fight for your right to have a life with your child. I couldn't think of nothing else. I was told to move on with my life, that I wasn't the father of the child, she doesn't love you. But every day I called. I won the decision for my child to be returned on the 25th of October. Then you have to wait for the reasons why. So you wait till that time, and now you've got the reasons. And so this document gave me status to sort of say, hey, I just won my case under The Hague. I'm being represented by your government. You know, I need to stay because I need to bring my child back. They said, come back on the 18th. Go back on the 18th, and the mother of the child doesn't show, the grandmother shows. I'm being told that my daughter is dying in a hospital in Bucharest. I know that she was sick. I know that I wasn't allowed to see her because she's on medication. They asked me, they said, what do you want to do? I said, you know, I beg you, I want this over, you know. I miss my family. My daughter is sick, not because of me. She's sick. She was never sick back in Canada. You know, like, I want to go home. I had nightmares. I don't have nightmares anymore. What do you tell a little girl when she looks out the window and she misses her mother? What do you do? It can only be that. I tell the little one that her mother loves her very, very much, and as a father, I do the best I can to make her happy. I don't want my child to be re-abducted. I don't want my child to be told that her daddy is no good out of anger between two adults. I love my child. We're very lucky people here in Canada. We have rights. Just a new beginning, you know?
I'll tell you what really impacted me is he's just depleted every resource he has financially and physically, mentally, emotionally to bring his daughter back. How many times today did John say, I feel like I'm all alone, I'm by myself? And I just want to, say, no, John, we can do this now and this now and this now. And I know that they need it, but I don't have the financial resources to do it. It's really frustrating. I'm going to visit one of our clients, Henry DeMassa. His daughter, Pearl, was abducted by her mother, Helen, from the UK. And the reason why I'm here today is because we've been working with Henry for about a year. And based on some information that we have, we are going to put a reward in place. We don't typically do that. It's a tool that we use on a case that we really feel it will be impactful, and it has to have the right timing. And right now we believe that's the case.
Helen and I had arrived at, via the legal process, a shared residence order, which was made about 6 months before the abduction took place. It was a very healthy time, I thought, from my side, and for Pearl as well. In the background, it was kind of the calm before the storm, because that period of time was really Helen, working away at the fine-grained details of financial transactions and changes of name and international communication, and building up a smokescreen to enable her to leave the country with Pearl to never return. And that was exactly what happened. By the end of January 2009, it was obvious that it was never a holiday, and that these events were a considered and planned and executed child abduction. But even then, it was hard for me to reconcile what that meant with the person that I remembered. It's hard for me to insert the person I knew into the kind of this crazy theatrical performance that we're all in the middle of, because it does feel like I'm in a movie sometimes, They're living the lives of fugitives on the run. During the year or more that Helen and Pearl were in Toronto, they would attend drop-in centres for free meals. They would go to places where they could do a clothing exchange or get free clothing. Now, there was a social support worker who was able to establish some kind of relationship with Helen and Pearl over a period of months of them attending this place for a free meal. He became aware of a growing problem in Pearl that he described as the result of trauma, social isolation, and continued upheaval in Pearl's life. What he said was that during conversations, Pearl would pretend she was a dog and act like a dog for extended periods of time, almost like she created an identity for herself as an animal. Obviously, when I heard that, it's like the last thing that you want to hear, but who really thought this wouldn't leave a scar on Pearl? I take comfort in the fact that Pearl and I had a very close bond from day one, and it only got stronger as Pearl grew. I don't think I'm obsessed, but obviously I'm very driven and very serious about this. And you can never let it go. You see it in the wild. A parent will do anything and everything to protect their young, and they don't just stop. They never run out of money because they'll find the money. They never run out of the energy because the energy is within them.
People think parental abductions, and right away your mind starts to think about the parents, about what's gone on between them, and what happened to lead them to the spot, and who's right and who's wrong, and who deserves to have the child and who doesn't. And I'm sure there's circumstances that we don't know about, and our focus goes in a direction that it really shouldn't. And Henry was really clear. It's not about that. It's about the children. To listen to Henry talk about how talented she was, and vivacious, and rambunctious, and what a great kid she is, and then in the same sentence to describe how She's now created a personality of an animal that she escapes into, that she's literally barking like a dog. I mean, that speaks to why we have to find her. This is not just a parent who's on an extended trip. It may take a really long time to find who that little girl is inside and be able to bring that out. That's devastating. That's just devastating. So yes, there's urgency.